Hello, everyone. Chance Mock. Welcome to another beautiful, fun, exciting, see all the Trumpisms edition of Woodlands Online Sports. I'm Chance Mock. Jackson Shupp. Jackson, it's been a fun, exciting season. You're undefeated again. I know you didn't know you're not undefeated. You did have one loss, but you've been undefeated since the KD game. Starting off the season, interesting way to start off. You come in, you get going. Hurricane Harvey comes, then you have to take off. Talk about the team trying to get into a rhythm early.
With Hurricane Harbor, we kind of had that. It felt like we had an extended summer, so we had that extra break coming back. It didn't feel any different than it would coming off of summer. It just felt like we had kind of an extended period of time where we weren't playing. So when we came back, it was just back to business. Nothing was different.
All right, so looking at the defense, and I know that we've done about 6 of the games this year. One of the things that I've noticed is early on, this defense was always an attacking defense, and that's just the way the Woodlands is. But it was a little bit more timid, and now you guys really look like you pin your ears back. You're getting more pressure on the quarterback. You're getting up the field vertically and creating issues for offenses. Is that something y'all talked about week in, week out?
Yeah, it's 100% how we practice. We've been practicing more on trying to take the ball away, trying to get the ball out every day, every week, and focusing on getting that perfect pass rush, focusing on what we're supposed to where we're supposed to be on the quarterback, things like that. And but Coach Kennedy's put a big emphasis on getting the ball out this year, so that's what we've been trying to do.
Did you know that Coach Kennedy was here when I was here?
Yeah.
Did you know that Coach Schmid was just a quarterback coach, offense coordinator when I was here?
I didn't know that.
That's why they gave him the promotion. Yes. Just make sure you keep that between us.
Okay.
So looking at Rockwall, playoffs are here. You guys obviously made a big run last year. You can't get to the state championship without winning the first round. So looking at Rockwall, what sticks out as their strength and as something you believe y'all can really exploit?
Their passing game seems to be their biggest strength, but that's pretty exciting for us because we like to rush the passer, and we like to try to take the ball away. So we put in some new stunts this week, and we're working on some new things to try to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground, because he hasn't been on the ground much this season.
All right. Well, that's going to be a big thing. Thing you're most looking forward to. That's the final question. Thing you're most looking forward to about this playoff run. What is it when you look at this and you say we have a real opportunity in front of us? What is it that sticks out the most?
Getting that revenge from last year last year was amazing, probably one of the greatest experiences of my life, but we didn't finish the deal, So this year, it's all about getting to that December 23rd game and finishing what we started.
All right, Jackson Shupp, getting ready. Rockwall this Saturday, 4 o'clock. It's going to be a good one. Make sure you tune in, woodlandsonline.com. All right, we're here with Coach Schmid as we look forward to another playoff run. Obviously, Coach, last year a big run with with Eric, with the team. Y'all were undefeated this year. There's only one blemish. You had the Harvey deal, so it's a little bit of a different feel. But talk about going into Rockwall with the momentum y'all have.
Ever since we've been able to kind of establish a rhythm after our bye week, our team has gotten better each week, and that comes from being out on the field, have a consistent routine, and playing. And so right now, feel pretty good about the level that we're playing at. I know that we're still not where we want to be, and the kids understand that, but feel good about going in where we are against Rockwall this week.
So talk about this team playing to their own level. We're always talking with our kids about playing to a standard. Don't ever play down to competition. The last couple of weeks, with Montgomery, with College Park, those were teams that y'all just ran through. But in doing that, y'all were also able to play to a standard and put a lot of points on the board and keep very few points on the board for them. Talk about being able to play to that Highlander standard.
Yeah, that's the message that we've been preaching to the kids every day for the last 3 or 4 weeks is that, great football teams play great no matter who they play against, and they respect each and every opponent that they play, but they don't fear anybody. And I think our kids have taken that to heart, and just by watching how we've responded each week, you open up the season against a perennial power, state champion, multiple years, Katy, and you know what level you have to play in that game, and then as the season goes on, you play people that don't have those credentials or that resume. And so sometimes you worry about a letdown, but I think our kids have done a really good job of handling each and every week and playing to a certain level, like you mentioned.
Okay, so every team in high school has different, especially when you got the turnover like you've got. So you can't compare last year's team to this year's team, but looking at this year's team going forward, what are you excited about on this run?
I'm excited the way the kids have accepted the challenge. Sometimes you come in after a team that had the success that we had last year, and sometimes kids get a little complacent and say, "Oh, we're going to do the same thing," but they don't put the work in. And sometimes kids can't handle that history, and they don't play as well. These guys have done a great job of handling what happened in the past, and I think our coaches have done a good job telling them, "This is your time. What happened last year is in the past. You get to make your own history," and I think our kids have embraced that.
All right, Rockwall throws the ball a lot. They like to protect their quarterback. He doesn't get dirty very often. What do y'all plan to do to change that?
Their quarterback is he's a talented kid. I think he's been offered by TCU. He's just a junior. He throws the ball real well, and so he's not the first quarterback that we faced this year that has thrown the ball well. And our guys have done a great job of pressuring quarterbacks. As well as I do. If a quarterback doesn't feel any pressure, I mean, he's a much more effective passer. You put a little pressure on a quarterback, and you don't give him as much time to go through his progressions, or not knowing where the next guy's coming from. It changes the game, and so we'll continue to pressure the quarterback like we have. They've got a couple of really talented receivers. I think one has 60 receptions on the year, one has 50. We're going to have to do a great job of trying to keep the ball out of their hands. But I think the way that our defense has played over the last 5 weeks, I think we're ready for the challenge.
All right, offensively, last week, Johnson and Benny played at quarterback. Anything changing there?
No, it'll still be that same formula. Both kids have done a great job when they've been in the game, and so the plan would be to continue to play both of them. Offensively, I think that we've come around. I think our offensive line has started to gel. Done a great job in pass protection. Done a great job in run blocking. Our running backs have certainly started to feel their groove. And so we got to continue to spread the ball around and run the football and throw the football and continue to move the chains. And I think we're gonna do a good job of that on Saturday.
All right, Saturday, 4 o'clock, the Woodlands versus Rockwall. You'll be able to see it here on woodlandsonline.com. I'm Chance Mock, Coach Schmid. We'll see you next week.